They're actually kind of gross, but hey, you got the calories I need. Alright, what I'm digging here is a little cold sink. I'm going to be sleeping right up on there, and digging this cold sink like this, if I build my lean-to shelter, the wall's going to be about there and come up here, just this little cold sink, little lower spot will provide a space for the cooler air to sink down and settle into, and the warmer air to come up to my level. So I'll have all the warmer air, and it'll just basically provide circulation, make sure that, you know, I'm getting the best warm air possible, and I can enhance this feature by putting hot rocks that I heated on the fire all along this basin here before I crawl in to go to bed, and that way all the cool air that sinks down in there will get warmed up by the rocks and come back up, and it basically just ensures that I have the warmest air possible and get the most heat out of most heat retained out of what my body produces, and even getting the most heat out of hot rocks that I put in my shelter with me. So very, very useful technique. It's just dig a simple cold sink like this. I want it to be about as big of an area as the area I'm going to be sleeping in, and I've just about got that. Okay, it's just something that I found while I was trying to find sticks for my shelter. Is this bark peeled right off of there, and this is very fibrous, as you can see, and very strong, and it'll come in to great use if later when I try to build my fire, because if this idea will work, I can use this as to weave a twine or string out of for my bow drill, and if not, I can always use a bootlace. Well, let me just see here. It all depends on how dry it is. If it's too dried out, you can't twist it together any. Yeah, that section is too dry anyways. Let me see how this works here. Basically just want to twist it, and then just keep twisting it, and let it kink naturally, and help it out with its kinking, and eventually it'll wind up with. So you can see it's starting to make a rope there. If you can see there, this is some good strong. It's a usable cordage for a number of purposes. If I would just keep twisting in more bark from here, I could easily make a usable cord. There, nice usable rope that I can use to. I'm thinking I can use it to tie my shelter together, the main support beam. I got a lot of leaf collecting to do. I gotta cover this whole face of the shelter here. It's just got to be completely covered over, first with brush to hold the leaves, and then with a big thick pile of leaves for insulation. So my head's gonna be at this end. You can see I have my bed all prepared. It's actually very, very comfortable, except that it's on a slant, a little bit slanting down this way, but that's not really too bad. Other than that, it's actually surprisingly pretty comfortable. This end's raised more than that end, so I don't even really need a pillow. And I'll probably just build a small fire right out here during the night, which I can keep adding wood to, and heat up rocks and rotate them with hot rocks that are down here in this little area. So I'll have just like a little, almost like a, see, it'll be just like a little base heater. All the air heats up down in here and rises up right to me where I'm sleeping. It'll be like a little heater. All right. Well, I'm getting pretty close to done with my shelter. I didn't put any leaves on yet, but that's the only thing I have to do. Everything else is taken care of. But when I was breaking some logs between two trees to prop up for my sticks to construct my shelter, this thing came out. When I was breaking the log, this little chip flew out. And this is going to make a perfect baseboard for a bow drill set. And earlier, I picked out this piece for the bow itself. It might be a bit too big. I might have to downsize on that. But then this can act as the spindle. I'll have to whittle this away a little bit, make it the right shape and size, and then all I have to do is find a bearing block, and I'll be good to go. And I can hopefully start a fire. If not, I'll have to revert to my magnesium flint stick. Okay, let's try it now with the bootlace. Oh, I sure hope this works. Okay, right in there. Hold on. Hold up a second. This bootlace is way too loose. So what I'm gonna do, wrap that around there. I'm not actually tying a knot because I don't want it to be quite so permanent. I want to be able to change the length very quickly like I just did. Okay, twist that in there. Great. See what we can do here. Already I'm getting smoke. Oh. That popped out. But wow, that gave me smoke really quick. But I gotta cut my notch now. Give the embers a place to collect. Alright, I've got my coal collector underneath there to catch the hot ember as it forms. This will probably be my last try. If I don't get it, well, I'm not going to keep trying. I'm going to go to a magnesium flint stick because I still don't have the leaves on my shelter, and that's really critical that they get put on. But maybe, just maybe, I'll get it this time. It does seem to be going a bit smoother. Getting smoke. All right, I lied. I'm gonna try that again. That was just too exciting to quit now. There we go. I'm getting lots of smoke. Oh, I have it. Now, well, you can see it charred that baseboard hole and the end of the spindle. So it definitely, there was definitely promise. Oh, I see what happened. This got too dull. Just gonna sharpen this part here. Nah, this isn't working. I'll try to start a fire this way tomorrow when I have more time. Just gonna set all this stuff aside. And, oh, not my bootlace. Oh, well, I'm just gonna use a magnesium flint stick.